There's 4 doctors watching those kids like minute to minute.
Wow.
That is scary shit he's going through.
Thank God I had nothing to do with shit like that.
4 months early.
Why so preemie?
I don't know, man. Sometimes they just...
It happens, yeah.
They just want to start their basketball career.
That happens sometimes.
Maybe the kid's so tall, his legs just was out the womb. Basketball kid. He already had LeBrons on.
You really got to pay attention to Opie. He says some fucked up shit. I'm looking at the screen, all of a sudden it comes in through my brain. I'm like, holy fuck, that was lethal.
I'm blaming it on the Sudafed today. Pay no attention to the man behind the microphone today.
Because I like, am I going to really say this?
Yeah, say it.
These guys, I like grapefruit beer, and it drives him insane.
Oh, you mean like look at all the books in the room. Look. What's it called? Are you a Zima guy?
I didn't bet. After the Giants, I'm not betting anymore. I lost everything. My kid's not going to college.
Yeah, one of my dudes, a friend of mine, whose friend, who he just showed his ticket on Twitter. He bet $300 a few months ago.
On the Cowboys?
On the Green Bay. Some shit like that. And he won $28,000.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Is he rolling it over?
I don't know.
Is he rolling it over?
He's a degenerate.
That's the most degenerate trigger I've ever seen. He didn't even flinch. Yo, is he rolling it over? That Sudafed didn't stop your degeneracy.
But I had a buddy years ago I played in a band with, and he was a Zima guy. He was the only Zima guy that I ever knew, and he had this little bracelet that he would, when he ordered a Zima, he would put his little bracelet over the neck of the Zima. And one day I said, his name was Chris. I said, Chris, what is that? And he said, it's my beer buddy. And I said, well, okay, well, why is that? And he said, I don't want anybody else to think that it's theirs. That way I know it's my Zima. And I was like, I got news for you, Jack. Ain't nobody thinking that's their Zima.
I used to work the football gambling sheets in high school. Oh. Got into it from the assistant basketball coach. He pulled me aside. He knew I was weak.
Boy in the bubble. He's always sick.
Now that I'm older, I'm like, that motherfucker knew I was weak. It came from a poor family, that motherfucker.
Holy shit.
So he's like, hey man, you want to make a little extra money? I'm like, well, slow the fuck down with that shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So then we went to the other side of the school where
He's looking around. He's looking around the studio.
Oh, what?
I mean, we used to call them waterheads.
Okay.
Is that an actual suit? What is that?
That's a suitcase.
That's
from
like
where the drums go in. It's from the 40s.
That's an old suitcase.
See? Sure.
So you turned into a drum.
Well, yes. It's still a suitcase.
Yeah. Don't question it.
It's a drum set. And everything, the greatest thing is it packs up into this suitcase.
Right.
And for $1,200, you can have one too.
Aren't you a pack of firecrackers?
Yeah.
That's something like you get at Urban Outfitters.
Totally.
With a Polaroid camera.
Saw one of the mannequins.
Yeah.
The Jellyheads?
Well, we had a Jellyhead section in our school.
Yeah, right?
Well, you had a whole section was like trailers out there? Or?
Dude, there was a hallway that you just didn't go past. I think the lights were even dimmer.
Yeah, because they get crazy after bright lights.
The whole school would have action, and then this one hallway, you just, the word got out day one, and like, yeah, you don't go down there.
You drop your lunch tray, fucking things pop off, the jellies go nuts.
Right.
Have you guys played the Beacon Theater before?
We have. Years ago, we opened for ZZ Top there. Two nights in a row.
Right.
I met Paul Rogers.
Nice.
And a little guy.
Yes, he is.
Like 4 foot.
Yeah, like Bloomberg.
Little guy.
Bloomberg, you can actually pick up Bloomberg. If you see him on the street, you're allowed to pick him up. Hello, buddy.
And give him a tussle.
Yeah, you can just give him a little
tussle.
Yeah. Shake him.
You rascal, you.
Right, exactly.
Assistant coach goes, we're going down there. I'm like, all right, what the fuck? And then he let me in that it wasn't going to be some weird fucking sex shit.
Chuck Berry type.
It was football shit.
Allegedly.
No mouth fart.
So then I became the kid that was handing out the sheets every week.
Really?
In my high
For
school.
you, man.
And then I had to pay my math. Was it a math teacher? I got to get this right. One of my teachers hit like 12 for 12.
What?
For a big number. And then the whole class, he's just looking at me. And I'm like, don't worry, I got your fucking money.
No shit.
Where to God?
You used to ride like that?
And then he wanted me to do it when I went to Geneseo, when I went to college. I'm like, I'm out, bro. I'm out.
I didn't know Paul Rogers was short.
He's little.
He's a little tiny fella.
He's a little guy, huh?
Yeah, I literally ran into him. The Beacon backstage is kind of like a it's tight. It's a puzzle back there.
Yep.
And I rounded a corner, and it wasn't like a oops, hey, how you doing? It was an embarrassing collision.
Oh man, you literally ran into Paul Rudd.
Yeah, and he was annoyed, which that was a bummer. I was
Zima moment, really.
Yeah. Like, I am sorry, have a sip of my Zima to wash that down.
Sorry, I was looking at my Zima.
Opie plays that LL Bean shit, but he's a fucking gangster.
Yeah, he's from the street. He's dirty.
Yeah, I'm from the street, all right.
The salty streets of Long Island.
Of Huntington,
Long Island.
Not even Huntington Station.
Man, I really apologize to Zima if they're still out there. That sucks. Sorry, Zima.
Or maybe sales are up. I don't know. Can we
I haven't seen a Zima in years.
No,
they're finally gone, right?
They're dead. They're replaced by the grapefruit beers.
But they still got the cool bottle. They still got that cool bottle that they can.
Your kid wouldn't shake Tom Brady's hand because he's a Giants fan?
My kid went full jelly. He has an aura. When I met him, bro, like you
met him?
Yeah. My kid met him and made it a complete embarrassment and mockery out of the whole fucking thing.
Why?
Yeah. He wouldn't shake his hand.
Oh, you told me this story.
He wouldn't shake his hand. It was embarrassing. My kid turned into a piece of fucking IKEA furniture.
I don't know.
Well, I got a hole in the tire, so it's like a big hole. So it's not. I'm going to need another tire from them.
Oh boy!
So it's not one they can plug, but they'll have something. Just throw something. I don't know.
Just throw something.
Yeah, whatever. Just fucking tighten the lug nuts, and then the tire's not going to come off.
just throw something on there.
Yeah, I got to get to my gig.
I love quarantine. Just throw something on there.
Time.
Bill Belichick, who's the best person in the news conference I've ever seen. He's awesome. He's amazing.
Snap face, he called it.
Yeah, he just started shitting on
I don't
him.
watch Snap face.
Yeah, like the little teenagers. Like, man, I don't do that snap face Insta stuff. I don't do Snap face. I love him. He is the best.
Isn't that great?
He's Clint Eastwood in Gran Torino.
Right, yes. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yo, Carl.
I don't do Snap face. Get off my lawn.
All right. And I didn't know about this Friendsgiving thing. I had no idea. I think that's kind of sad, actually.
They just don't want to deal with their families because of the election, for the most part. At least stuff that I've seen on Facebook, and they're just going to go out and cook and drink with their friends rather than having to deal with their family and actually have a discussion about anything.
But why would you blow off the opportunity to be shit talking in the car on the way home?
Yeah, that's always fun. I always love that one. That's very, very fun. Yeah, I perked right up for that. Yeah. That's my favorite. Well, there's nothing better than some good old family shit talking on the car. That's totally.
And if you got a long ride home, man, that's
how ugly that kid is.
Right, all of it. Ever the horrible food, the bad ideas, especially at Christmas, the shitty gift talking.
Yeah. I just love that he shows up for the Super Bowl in a shitty hoodie. It's just the best. You don't give a fuck.
He woke up in that hoodie.
Right.
That's what makes him one of the best. He don't give a fuck about anything but football.
I don't even think he cares about winning it.
He sounds like a great father.
I don't know if he even enjoys winning a Super Bowl.
I bet you he locks the fucking door of his house and he screams for a week when it's done.
Really?
Yeah. Those people like that, I mean, he goes home, he gives his wife a right hook, puts her right in the fucking carpet.
He's got a girlfriend.
Yeah, she gets hit.
My niece reminded me a few months ago that my brother was taking the big family picture one year, and my middle brother has been married 4 times. And so my brother was taking the picture. My older brother says to wife number 2, he was like, you need to get out of the middle and move down there on the end because when y'all get a divorce, we'll be able to cut you right off the picture. He said that while we were taking the fucking family picture. He said it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I forgot it happened to my niece. Her dad reminds you. Do you remember when Dad said that to which one that was?
Oh, that's ballsy.
Holy shit. He's dressed like he's still a wrestler from high school.
He's like Roland Campos in football.
It's like money.
Look at those socks.
Yeah, right on.
God bless him.
I'm sure.
He's got every nickel he's ever made in the NFL. He's never spent it on
He's going to be
clothing.
rich for 300 years. Yeah.
That's my move with fans. When it's a couple that want a picture, I go, you should get your individual just in case this doesn't work out. That's my move all the time.
You just stand in the middle.
Oh, that's
yeah,
good.
like my friend, this comedian friend of mine, he was getting married for the 4th time. He's He's like, dude, I wanted to come to my wedding. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to skip this one. I'll come to the 5th. That was my text back to him.
Yeah. Belichick is on the back.
Oh,
that is an incredible picture.
That motherfucker loves wearing his knockaround shorts. Give me my knockarounds. My slippers and my knockaround.
He's never had sweaty balls, bro. He's always
I bet he has 100 knockaround shorts.
His whole closet is knockaround.
Kind of like the Jay Leno where he has a million blue shirts. That's what Belichick has.
He's every dad on his day off.
I've never heard that term. Knockaround
really?
shorts.
Yes.
Oh, we all have our knockaround shorts, but you don't leave the house with them. You don't play in the Super Bowl with them.
That sounds like wealthy talk. Honey, my knockaround shorts.
My knockarounds.
Chuck, how's your Thanksgiving shaping up? You got your.
We're gonna have a big crowd over at the house and deep fries and turkeys and ham, and I shot a big deer last week. We're gonna cook it, and we're gonna have a big time.
And you're gonna be all right with the lesbian daughter? Is that gonna be a problem?
Yeah, hell yeah, she's coming. Gonna bring her down. Better half, whatever you call it.
Whatever you call it.
If she starts scratching her fucking nuts, I'll bust out laughing again.
Stay strong, Philly. Stay strong.
The Candyman says winning and losing is exactly the same thing in Philly.
Oh my God.
It truly is.
It's true. It's
fucking
the story.
Beanie Siegel said that.
Yeah.
We started from the bottom to get to the bottom. Philadelphia.
Let me tell you something.
Beanie, baby.
I'm down here in Homestead, Florida right now for the damn NASCAR shit, and I'm coming home for Thanksgiving.
NASCAR shit.
He gets to just take off and go to Key West.
It's a final
my
race.
wife, I've been doing all kinds of shit going everywhere. She wanted to go down there, and I just followed her around for fucking 6 days. Is all I fucking did. Drank liquor. That's about it.
Oh wait, you went with your wife for once?
Yeah, she wanted to go. After a while, you got to say yes, man. You can't.
You can't keep just saying no all the time.
That's right, man. If a wife ain't happy, ain't nobody fucking happy.
Yeah, all right. I'll say this. Baltimore doesn't back out. Philly doesn't back out. Give me a city that would back out on this bet.
West Coast, make a big circle around the whole West Coast.
You don't got no faith in San Francisco or L.A.
That's the softest part of the country you've ever seen in your life.
You going fishing? You going to the damn concert, Opie?
He's going fishing.
I'm going fishing because this is
Why
pretty.
can't you do both?
I was debating that. I was debating that.
That's what they make fucking 8 balls for.
He said you should get back on the blow.
I heard.
That's a perfect suggestion.
I opened a restaurant for somebody in California. The third day I was there, 36 people sent an email that they couldn't work with me. That I was a monster. So they pulled me into the office and said, Carl, listen, we know you're a really talented chef from New York. Please look at all these emails that we got.
But what were you doing?
They're babies.
I was telling them that they were garbage because they were, but they were. We're opening a restaurant. It's a war, right?
I'm in radio too. You're a hero, man. It's cool to be able to talk to you.
Oh, sorry.
It's still cool, man. It's still cool.
Sorry that you're in radio.
I work
for many reasons, because I know me and Anthony ruined it for a lot of people. I really do know that. The rules changed after we fucked it up.
Yeah, you fucked it up for all of us.
So they tell me, Carl, please, this is California, be nice. Why don't we set up a little group meeting with all the staff?
Right.
And you tell them a little bit about yourself.
Oh, no.
No.
God, no.
Lord, no.
I said, no problem.
Oh, God.
Now the staff is all empowered because they calmed down Carl, right? So they set up all the folding chairs at the restaurant 2 weeks before we open.
Right.
And I get there and I'm like, it's come to my attention that some of you don't like me. Jared, Gary. That's when they knew all of a sudden. It was the worst thing they ever did to me.
Right. Oh, that's great.
I said, raise your hand, anyone that's gotten reviewed here by the New York Times. They all sit there and says, exactly. We're going to do it my way, or you're going to go back to your little job at Dave & Buster's, where the fuck you came from. And the guy comes, he goes, okay, Carl, thank you very much. Take care now. But after that, they're like, all right, he's a psycho. But we opened the restaurant.
I wish Florida team was still there because my wife and I were going out to dinner, and it's a restaurant that only serves breakfast. And Opie, I'm thinking of you.
What would Jim say?
Wait, you're going to a restaurant that only serves breakfast?
Yes, for dinner. That's all we do.
I'm all in, but I think Florentine would not be happy about that.
I would love to hear what he would say.
I'm all in. I mean, he would say you got to order like the eggs and the bacon. You can't order pancakes for dinner.
No, you can't?
I guarantee that's what
that used to be a treat when I was growing up.
Yeah.
At breakfast at night, and it was always pancakes.
Let me try to get him on the phone. Oh, one other sports story. Moving companies are refusing to move the Chargers. You see that, Lewis?
What? Good.
Hilarious. They can't find a moving company to help the Chargers move to L.A.
They don't have dirty Russians in San Diego like they got in New York.
Sherrod, we're opening a moving company.
I can get the fucking 6 Russians to move right now.
Florentine, I got you on the radio through my cell phone, all right? So we got a guy, he's going out to dinner with his wife, but they only serve breakfast at this restaurant. Is that okay? And what should he order that makes it okay?
As long as he doesn't use the word Brenner.
Brenner.
Yeah, because that's the word people use to have breakfast for dinner. Now you call it Brenner.
Oh,
that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll go to a Denny's or like a Waffle House on the road at like 6 o'clock and get eggs and hash browns and some shit like that. So I don't care, but just don't use Brenner, please.
And I told this guy, as long as you order the eggs and the bacon, I think Florentine would be okay with it. But don't order the fucking pancakes for dinner.
No, that's fine.
Oh.
Just don't call it Brenner.
I didn't even know.
Just don't call it Brenner.
The breakfast isn't going to be a $40 plate.
Right.
I had no idea that was even a word.
No, I don't mind the pancakes. You can have the pancakes too. That's fine. Just,
Don't fruit them up, though?
Don't fruit them up and don't take a picture of it and put it on Instagram.
Yeah, I won't do that.
Nobody cares.
No.
Nobody cares.
I know. Everyone knows what pancakes look like.
I love that you mentioned Baltimore moving in the middle of the night because you've seen that 30 for 30, right? The band played on. Oh,
so bad.
Oh, if you want to, brutal. Oh, so pathetic, so sad. Oh, ESPN plays it like these guys are like local heroes. I'm like, get a life. The band, the marching band decided to keep going even though the team was gone, and they would show up at all these parades and functions, and they were rallying trying to get a team back in Baltimore.
They finally did it, though. They finally got it.
It had nothing to do with the band.
Nothing to do with the band, no. The band.
They gave him a little credit for it, but that 30 for 30 is so fucking sad. Wait, in someone's living room practicing.
The Titanic band had a better future than
that. You've never seen this?
I don't know anything what the fuck you're talking about, but let me just... are you telling me that a bunch of fucking bozos with useless instruments kept playing?
Yeah, because the band was a big part of like the Baltimore scene, the Charm City, and the team.
Right.
I throw kerosene on them.
I think it's called When the Band Played On. Is it called When the Band Played On?
Well, fellas, it's been a pleasure playing with you.
Yes!
Sink.
Titanic band.
Oh, I would be gone with my clarinet.
I have to say, gone with my clarinet.
I would be taking my clarinet and hitting heads on my way out to
Street
make
Opie. That would activate Street Opie, the Candyman, knocking people out.
Yeah, you make believe it's the women and children first.
Fuck all that.
I would just stanza that shit.
Oh, no. But that happens. I'm like, I identify as a woman. You see it on the internet. You can do that. Get the fuck away from me.
Oh, I would make it look good. Like I was trying to save a woman and oops, I fell over the side.
A woman want everything equal except for on a sinking boat.
I would float
it's like, yo,
on
equal
women.
pay. You want equal everything, but what is women and children? Fuck that. Children. We all dying, bitch. We adults.
Yeah.
You ain't got a lot of time. Don't you act surprised when it all goes to hell on your dime. Maybe you can stand tall enough to look the devil eye to eye. But you better make your getaway quick so you don't have to answer why. The
get the rest of it, you have to come to the Beacon.
I will be there.
Perfect.
Are you kidding me?
I like these guys a lot.
He's from Lynette, Alabama.
Yeah, War Eagle.
Yeah, War Eagle, man.
It's like having sex and the girl just let you put the tip in. She goes, take me to dinner and then you can finish it later.
We're going to get along with these guys. That's exactly what I would do.
You guys just play the tip of that song, please?
Yeah, that's awesome. Listen, man, this was a real thrill for us. I really appreciate it. Blackberry Smoke, excuse me.
Yeah, get the new record. It's great.
Yeah, it's called Like an Arrow.
And their past catalog, everything they put out is great.
And that's the first song off the album.
Yeah.
Which they played a half of.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Of it.
That's hilarious.
It's called Wouldn't, the band that wouldn't die is the official name of the 30 for 30. It is.
That Wouldn't Die zombie band.
It is amazing.
It is.
That one is a good one.
Oh my God.
They're showing up and people are almost like, oh, will you please stop showing up? It's really, this is really sad. This is really sad now.
It was a hard. And I love Baltimore.
And then there were like band members that were like, hey man, I gotta, then they're getting shit for leaving the band. Like, you don't believe in us?
Nobody does. That music sucks anyway.
I gotta watch that one again. It's called The Band. Die.
I'm watching that this weekend.
Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. Boom, 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 boom. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, boo, boo,